Okay, so I just explained market order to us. Okay, somebody should just give us an option on which other pair we should trade with limit order. Anyone, just drop it on the chat. Which currency pair should we trade for limit order? I want to carry everybody along. So the first to drop on the chat, we'll use it. Should you trade BNB? Should you trade Tron? I'm waiting for your comments. I need a suggestion. Drop suggestions in the chat box. Okay. Cake. You like cake. You want to eat cake. Okay, let's do cake. All right. So someone said we should trade cake USDT. So just type in cake there. If you're using your phone, you just search it, right? You see it too. Just click on that. So currently cake is trading at $16.3, right? So we are doing what? We are doing limit order, no longer market. So like I explained earlier, okay, somebody should unmute himself and tell me what limit order means. Let me even call names. Who was on this call the last time? Smart, what's limit order? Okay, Smart, unmute yourself and speak to us before I go on. Are you there? It's a class, so we have to be interactive.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir.
Evening, Smart.
Wow, I was not really in that class. I didn't start that class on time. So.
Oh, so you didn't really get the meaning of limit order?
Yes, sir. I think you stated limit order before.
Okay, okay. But the market that I just used now, you understood it, ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Who will help us with limit order now? Don't worry. Somebody will explain that. They will take the particles. Richard, we already called last time, right?
Yes, I was.
Okay, sir. Please explain to us what the limit order means.
I think what I can remember is that while market order is instantaneous,
okay,
limit order takes a longer time to effect the trade.
Okay.
And that's because you are looking at a particular price. Maybe the present market price is not favorable.
Good.
So you want to fix it at a certain price that you wish to buy, which may not be that moment.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. That's perfect. Okay. Market order is instantaneous. Okay. You are trading at the current market price, right, guys? But limit order. Okay, let's go to this chart. Even though I'm not supposed to explain anything on this chart. Okay, guys. Let me say this is the current price, right? This is the chart. This shows you we call these candlesticks, right? They're just trying to tell you from past history. This is the past history of cake against USDT. Okay. So if you click on any candlestick, you see the day down here, you see the date here, and you see the price here. Okay. So if you look at this candlestick now, as at 2021 04/28, cake was trading at what, 43 point something dollars, right? So cake now dropped down to what, to 16. So as at now, cake is trading at 16.2. You see it? That's the current price. The size ranging, right? So now let me say, if I want to use market order to carry out this trade, okay, guys, I will buy it at what? At this price. Okay. So let me now say, okay, from analysis, from technical analysis, there's still from past history, okay, and all of that, You've done your whole support resistance, you've drawn whatever they are drawing, your trend lines, you've added your MAs, okay, and all of that. And you now come to analyze that cake will still drop down, probably down to what? To $12. So you don't want to buy cake when cake is trading what? It's trading at 16. You want to buy cake at what? At a lower price. You want to buy it at your own price, right? You want to buy it cheaper. So it means limit order now. I'm buying it at what? At the price I want to get it, not at the what? At the current market price. So I want to now buy cake when cake trades what? Let me say, okay, let's use a value quite close so that probably it might get filled before we end the class. So let's analyze this down to 15. Okay, let's trade at 15. Cake is not currently trading at $15, right? But me, I want to buy cake when cake comes to what? To $15. Do you get? So I'll just so let's say we are getting cake at $15. So that's the difference. Market order is what? At the current market price, but limit order is what? At your own price, not the current market price. So it might not necessarily get filled immediately. So if you click on market, you see if you click on market, you're not given a leverage to type in any price, because if you see the price here, you just see market. So you just type amount you want to buy. But if you click on limit, you will see the current price of cake, then the amount of cake you are buying. So if I'm typing any price here, the amount of cake comes up what? Automatically. So like we said, we want to buy it at what? $15. Okay, you just type it $15. You see that? That is the price of cake. That is the price you want cake to get to before you buy. Okay, let's understand this. This is the price I want to buy cake. I want to buy cake when cake gets to what? To $15. Then how many USDT do I want to buy when cake gets to $15? So am I doing the whole 25%, or am I doing 50% of my portfolio, or am I doing 75% of my portfolio, or am I doing 100%? Okay, it depends on you. So let's still do our normal $10, right? So $10. So if I'm buying, I want to buy $10 worth of cake when cake is trading what? At $15. So the amount of cake I'll be getting at this price of cake is what? 0.666. Hope you get. Are we together, guys? So I want to buy it when cake is trading what? $15. I don't want to buy what? At the current price of cake. Okay, I want to buy it when cake drops to what? $15. So once I do all this, type in, I want to buy $10 what? I'll just click on buy. Okay, it's too small. Probably let's do $20, right? It may even get filled before we are done with this class, probably. Oh, okay, let's trade at 16 points. Let me trade quite closer to this is 16, right? Let me buy cake at 16. I want to trade cake when cake drops to 16 points. Let me just say $16. Do you get? Currently it's trading at 16.1 something, right? I want to buy $15 worth of cake, or let's do $11 worth of cake. When cake trades $16 per one cake, right? That's what I want to. That is the price I want to buy it. So click on buy cake now. My order is created. You see that, but it's not filled. Look at it here. If you come up to your chart, you see it where it's created. You see my order. See it here at $16. But cake is trading at what? 16.166. Okay. If you come down, you see it's not filled. If you come down to your open order, it's quite simple. Okay. There's no big deal here. You see it. This is my open order. I'm buying cake. I want to buy cake when cake price drops towards $16, and I'm buying 10.992 USDT worth of cake. Okay. So you can see it's not filled. Open order. Once you enter a limit order and the order is not yet filled, you will see it under what? Open order. See it here. So I can choose to cancel it, okay? Because it's not yet filled. So I use limit to buy. I'm buying, I'm not selling. So the price is this, amount is this, filled, 0% filled, okay? So my order will not get filled until what? Until cake drops to what? $16. That's where I enter the trade, right? Let me use a lower time frame so I can see the price difference. Good. So this is quite better. Okay. So you see, this is the current price of cake. So cake the price had to drop down to what? To 16. That is where what my order will peak. Okay. So you look at my order, is the one on green. It's not picked yet because the current price is still high. Me, I want to buy it when it drops to 16. Okay. So if this drops down to 16, my order is going to be picked, or my order is going to be filled. Hope you understand this. That's the difference between limit and market. Market order, we just bought immediately, it got filled, right? But limit order, it must get to that price I want it to get to before it gets filled. Okay. Is that clear, guys? Drop your feedback on the chat. I hope that's clear enough. So if you want to use limit order to trade or market order to trade, you know the difference, right? Okay. Well, that's good. So our order is not yet filled. We'll just leave the order open, actually. Let's leave it open right before we are done with the class to get filled, right? Or we can just choose to cancel with anyone. I believe we understand this now. So if I just click on cancel, the amount I bought will come back to my total balance, okay, and all of that. So I just cancel the order. You see it's back to what? $150, okay? So that's how it works, right? Now, this is where the big deal is. Not really a big deal though, but just for you to get to understand this stop limit. And I explained stop limit too on our previous call, right? Now, stop limit is when you are trying to trade and you want to set your SL, your stop loss. Let me say I want to get or let me say I've gotten cake at this price, right? And the amount I can lose on this trade is when cake comes down to, let me say $16. So it depends on you. Probably want to lose 10% out of your trade. You want to lose 20%, 15%, and all of that. There's a way you can actually calculate that. Should that one show us this? Okay, fine. I'm talking of those that are on the call. Okay, let me just show us this. We can. It's actually part of technicals, but it's fine. Let me just show us how to do this. So let me say I've gotten cake. Okay. Let me say I've gotten cake at. Okay, let us buy cake. Let's use market order to buy cake. Or can we use limit order? Let's buy cake at 16.19. 16.2. 16.24. Okay. It's actually less lower than the current price. All right, let's see how that goes. This one we are getting $11 worth of cake at 60.24. So if I click on buy, it might get filled immediately. Okay, it's filled already. You get it. I actually use limit order. But you can see now I have 0.68 cake. Okay, if I just bought, you can see here it's no longer under the history, right? It's no longer under open order because it's filled, so it's no longer open. So if you check your history now, you see it here. You see it. I bought this, okay. So it's what is filled. You see the order I canceled, right? See the other article bought. So your order history shows you the trades you've carried out, okay? So now I've gotten cake at what 16.2. That's the average I got. I got it at this price, all right? $16.24. Now I don't want to lose probably 10% of this my entry. So I'm trying to say if the price comes as low as probably 16 or 15.9, it should sell off, even though I'm not online. That's what I'm trying to say using stop limit order. All right. So now how do I know 10% of a particular entry? I'll teach us that actually. But it's quite part of technical analysis though, but it's good for us to learn it too. So let us have this widen. All right. So we got cake at 16.2, right? Let me say somewhere here. So I'll just drop a line there just to mark that. I'll drop a horizontal line there just to mark that point. Let me say I got cake at this point, right? That's the line, okay? Now, I don't want to lose 10% of my portfolio. I bought this at around $11, right? So I don't want to lose, let me say 10%. So 10% below my entry, that's why I'll set my stop loss. Do you understand? So stop loss means I don't want to lose more than 10% of my entry. So once that trade comes down to my stop loss, I want to get out of the trade, even though I'm not online. You get? So that's what we want to set now. Remember, I've already gotten kick at this price. So 10% below this price, how do I get that? I can just use I can use my ruler tool, okay? Depending on anyone I want to use, you can use your ruler tool, just click there, then click your current price, then start coming down. You can see the percentage already showing. Can you see it? That's 2 point something, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5. I'm on a lower time frame, actually. That's why we are seeing this all this large. Okay. Come in, let me just. Let's do this. Put this back. Okay. Let's remove that line yet. I want to do this. All right. So you are picking your ruler to. Okay, that's horizontal 2 from here. That's our entry. So 10% below this. Let me just do this on 1 hour time frame. All right, that's good. Now this is our entry. So 10% below it, we just click on, you can use your ruler to do that. So that means minus 10%, right? So from here, just hold it down and just move down a bit. That's minus 8, minus 9, minus 10.77. I want it to be at what? Minus 10% exactly. I might not get that exactly though. Good. So at minus 10.44, it means when K comes down to, look at your right, right? You see that is 14.64. I bought kick at what? At 16. So I'll just take note of that price, 14.64. So I'll just come and use my, I don't want to use this 2. Just come and use your ruler 2 at what? Just put it at what? 14.64. All right. So this is your SL. So you got it at this point, and from your speculations, you don't want to lose more than 10% of what of your entry. So if the price of cake comes down to this point, I want to leave the trade. That's what I'm trying to say. So I choose to lose probably $1 or $1.5 out of the $11 I bought. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell the market. So even though I'm not online, well, it's quite possible that this is going to range a bit, probably come down here and hit and go up. Okay, it depends on the analysis. Okay, this is just rough stuff. So this is just how you calculate your SL. So now I want to leave this trade at what? At 14 points. Let's do 14.6. Okay, so that's good enough. We'll go back. So we've gotten our, don't forget, we've gotten our SL. Did you all got that? Let me get feedback. Hope I don't end up trying to make things all complex. I hope that's quite clear enough, right? At least it's actually direct. How to just get your SL, how to calculate your SL from the chart. That's what I just showed us now. And I trust it's quite direct. Feedbacks, please. Good. Okay. All right. Good. Binkby, I need your feedback. All right. Okay, guys. That's fair. That's fine. All right. So now we've now gotten our SL at 14.6. Okay. So you know what we are trying to do now. I bought it at 16 and I'm selling at 14. It means I choose to sell at a loss. That's why it's called stop loss. So even though I'm not online, that is the amount of my portfolio I can choose to lose to that trade. Okay. So now how do I do that? You come to your stop loss, your stop limit order. Now your stop limit order is trying to tell the market that this stop price is a trigger to your limit price. So let me say your limit price now will be the 14 points. the 14.4, right? 14.4 is the point I want to leave the trade. So your stop now is what? Is a trigger. So you are trying to tell the market that once the price of K comes to this stop price, this limit price should be executed. So that means your stop price should be quite higher than your limit price. Okay, your limit price should be lower. So your stop it should be quite close, maybe 14.7 or 14.6 or thereabouts. The difference should be close, okay? So this is how you execute your stop limit. Your stop is what? Is a trigger. This is your invalidation point. If you remember when I was explaining this, okay? This is your invalidation point. This is the point I want to leave the market. So I'm typing, this is the limit price. That is what my stop. This stop price is the trigger to this price. So it should be what? It should be higher. So I'm trying to tell the market that if the price of K comes to 14.7, a price of 14.4 should be what? Should be executed. So definitely you will surely get this price to sell off. So people used to get it all mixed up. They will put this higher. If you put this higher than the former, like probably this is 14.7 and your stop is now 14.2, it will not peak, because I try to tell the market that once it gets to 14.2, 14.7 should be executed, but it's not possible, right? Because 14.2 is less than what? 14.7. Come to your chart. 14.2 is quite okay. It's not showing yet. Let's have this one fast. Good. 40.2 is somewhere here. Okay. So I'm trying to tell the market that if the price of K comes to 14.2, then a trigger of 14.7 should be picked. But it's not possible, right? Your stop should be what? Should be higher than your limit. So the correct way to do this is if the price comes to 14.7, then 14.2 should be picked. Do you get? That's how you set your limit and stop limit, okay? Because if I want to set this now, we've already gotten the cake actually. So it's here you're supposed to do this, not when we are buying. Okay, it's not here. We already gotten cake using our limit order. Remember, we got cake at this price. So now I want to now use stop limit. So I'm telling the market that sell off this cake when cake gets to 14. That is 10% of our portfolio. Do you remember that? When cake gets to 13.7, sell off at, when cake gets to 14.7, sell off cake at 14.4. That's what I'm telling the market. And I want to sell off all the cake. All the cake. Oh, okay. Now it's not up to $10, right? So it's not going to execute. We are going to get an error. So I'm supposed to edit this in a way that is going to get up to $10. That should be around, when K gets to 16, a trigger of current price 16.28, right? When K gets to 16, it should trigger a sell of 15.9. This should give us around $10. Awesome. You see what is actually happening here, right? This is your trigger. Once the price of cake gets to $16, sell my cake for me at 15.9. Okay, and sell all the cakes. I use 100%. Remember, I bought it at $11. So now I want to risk $0.2 out of the trade. Okay, so I'll just sell off. If you click on sell now, see what they'll tell you. Read the screen. My stop is 16. My limit is 15.9. So read this statement. If the last price drops to or below 16, an order to sell 0.680 cake at a price of this should be placed. You get? So your stop limit price is the trigger to what? To the limit price. So your stop price is what? Is the trigger to the limit price. So this should not be lesser than this, because if it's lesser than this, it's not going to be triggered. People used to mix this up. So don't mix it up, guys. Once you've gotten the token you want to get, if you are setting your stop loss, your stop price should be what? Should be higher, just a bit higher. Just try that the price should be quite close, but stop is higher than limit, okay? Your stop price triggers your limit price, all right? So if I click on confirm, you see it's created. but it's not filled yet because our price is still at 16.2. So come down here, you see it on our open orders, our open orders. Click open, you see it here. The type I use is what the stop loss limit. You get, I'm selling. So the price I'm selling at what 15.9. This is my trigger. Look at it, but trigger condition 16. So once the price gets to 16, trigger cake at what 15.9. What I'm telling the market. So I'm going to do this at what at 10.8. So I'm going to lose how much? Let's come back here. I bought at what 10.995. So I'm not actually losing much. Hope you get. So I just choose to lose around $0.1. So this is how you do it. This is how you actually carry out your stop limit order. I try to make this as easy as possible so I understand how it works. Okay. So your stop price is the trigger condition. Your stop price triggers your limit price. Okay. Once you've gone to your charts, maybe your own, look at it, it's already written here. It's already actually displaying here. That's one good thing with the chart. So you may probably your own is probably you choose to lose 20%. It depends on you, right? Depends on what you want to lose to the market. So it depends. Always get your SL and your TP. Always know them. See my SL now. You see, you always do this before you leave your trade. So even though you are sleeping somewhere and probably BTC does whatever it's doing, and this price comes down to this point, you are safe because you are off the market at this point. So a person that will not use this, they'll end up losing over 50% of their portfolio. And they'll always come to my DM and be telling me, I bought this, I did that, and because they've failed to learn. That's the advantage of these things, guys. Learn before you earn, okay? Always use your SL. I have already spoken about that when we started the class. Know your TP, know your SL. Okay? Now this is your SL. Now your take profit is normal. You can just do your take profit limit order, all right? So if I'm going to sleep, I can just leave this like this, okay? All right, we have those 10 minutes before this call goes up. So that's how you actually use stop limit order. Okay. So let me just cancel this order. So everything is canceled. Everything go back to normal. So cake should be trading at. Okay, so it is 16.3. If I sell off cake now, you know I'll be in profit because I bought at around 16.2. Even though I bought as low as $11. So imagine somebody buying this with almost $10,000, and the person is selling at 16.3. That's small difference. Remember when I was teaching us about scalping? That small decimal change, that small difference in price, that's what people make profit from when you're scalping the market. So now I want to set my SL, sorry, my TP. TP is just your direct limit order, okay? I want to sell off my cake when cake trades at $20. Sell off all my cake. You see, it's quite direct. So I'll be making, I know I bought at 11 or 10.9. Now I'll be selling this at what, at 13. So I'm making around 2 point something dollar profit. Okay, just sell off at $20. It's going to get what's created, but not be filled. Okay, to be under open order, normal. Any order that is not filled is always under what's open order. See it here. I want to sell off at 20%. So even though I'm sleeping and cake gets to 20% to sell off, right? So go to our charts. If I zoom in into this, you see our TP should display somewhere. It's loading. Okay, I think I'm having connection issues. So I want to sell off cake at $20. Good. You see it? You see your limits? I'm selling off at 20. So if cake pumps to this level, it pumps to this point, then I'm good, right? So that's TP. Okay, that's different between take profit and what and stop loss. Any other question before? Probably I will just do OCO. Let me just teach us how to do OCO. OCO means one, cancel the order. Okay, that's the meaning of OCO. Any other question, guys? Okay, since cake is trading at 16.3, let me just sell off cake. So we'll just see the practical, we just see the profit I was telling you guys about. Okay, let me say I want to sell cake at. There's another way you can actually do this. Under limit order, if I click on any of these are actually buy prices. These are people that are willing to sell. So let me say I want to sell off my cake and I want to sell to one of the persons on this other book. I don't want to use, I can just click on any of these. Probably I want to sell to this guy. If I click on his price now, it's going to reflect at my order book. You see it? So I bought at 16.2 or thereabouts. I want to sell at 16.3. At least I'll be in a little profit. You see it, but let me just sell off. It's going to get filled. Okay, the network is quite slow. To get filled, network error, told you guys. The network is okay, guys. Sorry about my network. The network is quite crappy. Okay, can you guys see my screen now? Just sharing my screen, and I hope you can all see it. So cake is trading at 16.4. So I want to sell off my cake because I bought at 16.2. I want to sell off at 16.3. Okay, using limit order, right? Okay, my order is actually created. And we cancel this order. Okay. So let's say I want to sell off our cake at the current market price, 16 points. Let's do 16.45. Okay, should sell off. Good, order created, order filled, right? So you can see 15 is this one is $150.5. This is $150.5, right? Okay, come to our order history. You can see the little percentage profit. See, I bought at what? 10.99 and I sold at what? 11.11. Can see the difference, right? That's how you scalp and make little profits. So that's just how we trade. Okay. So let me get questions, guys. From stop limits, let me get questions. Any question from how to set your stop limits? Okay, let's unmute ourselves and ask questions. Any question, just ask.
Yes, sir, I do have a question.
All right.
Okay, actually, it's about the stop limit. So now, actually, the stop limit is our stop loss. So can it be possible in a trade like now, cake USDT? I will set a limit order of maybe if cake, that's my TP. If cake gets to maybe $20, it should sell off, and maybe if it dumps 10%, it should sell off. Can I set orders at the same time on the trade?
Yes, you can. That's when we'll talk about Oko. Oko is the best. One cancel the order. Yes, I'm coming to that.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, yeah, very good question. I'm coming to that. Oko fixes that actually.
Okay, sir.
Any other question before we look at Oko? Any other question? Richard, do you have a question? King, Mike, anybody having a question?
I actually missed out, sir. My network was poor, and I was also on the way returning home. So in the process, I missed out.
Oh,
Somehow.
okay. Richard, don't worry. Like when I explain the Oko, you should be able to get it. Oko is quite better. Oko is better to use. So just try to follow the class. The recordings will be available, okay? So just take your time, you watch them, and you get to understand better.
Hello, sir.
Okay, King, you have a question?
Yes, sir. It's line to support customer. that's my question. I want to know, is it possible for one to actually have the top limit that in terms of buying and then selling, that our plan, let's say, to buy this and then sell this at some point?
I'm not getting you clearly.
Okay, I want to know, is it possible for one to, let's say, set a top limit? For instance, let's buy at $2 and then sell at $20. Is it possible?
Oh, and medicine.
Is it possible to King? Sorry, I was not getting you clearly. Please, let's mute ourselves now. If you're in a noisy environment, just mute the call, please. King, can you come again? King, are you there? Oh.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I wanted